Happy afternoon, children. How are you all? I welcome you all to the next session of English. This is for grade 8 children. Come on, you can view the image which is given for you. Look at the image. What comes to your mind when you see this image? What is the image then? It is a beautiful city with multi-storied buildings. Have you seen such images or have you visited such places in your life? Have you been to Singapore, Malaysia or other countries abroad? It gives you a beautiful view, the multi-storied buildings with the lights in it. The glittering lights, the splashing lights. It gives a good view. It gives a pleasure to our eyes. Do you agree with me, children? Have you seen any cities like this with multi-storied buildings? And have you wondered how the cities look like this? And this view, you can get it only if you are going to travel in a plane. Yes, no, if you are going to travel in a plane, you can get this view. Come, let us move into today's topic. Have this picture in mind. Look at this image. What is this image? This is the image of Taj Mahal. But you have to think from where it is captured. From where this image is captured. Come to the next image. What is this? This is a picture of crowded buildings. What this image talks to you then? From where it is captured? Come to the next image. See, cars are moving here and there. And this picture, from where it is taken? Is there any guess, children? Keep on thinking. I'll just bring the image closer to you. From where it is taken? Is there any idea? Okay. Come to the next picture finally. Here it is a picture of pyramids. And this is the final image which I am going to give you. Do you have any idea in your mind? These images are taken from where? These images are captured from where? And what is this view called as? Have you got it? Okay. This view is called as aerial view. When we capture things from a height, it is called aerial view. Aerial view is also given a name as bird's eye view. Here, the picture which I have given for you is the bird's eye view from a height. This image is captured from a height. What is called as aerial view, children? View from a great height. It is called as bird's eye view or it is called as aerial view. Why we are talking about this aerial view? Is there any reason behind it? I have completed you the lesson. The next poem which I am going to do for you is Geography Lesson. What's the title of the poem? Geography Lesson. What is the title of the poem? Geography Lesson. It is poem number 2 which is written by Zulfikar Ghose. Who is the poet over here? Zulfikar Ghose. The title of the poem is Geography Lesson. Does this image has any correlation with geography lesson? Yes, it has a correlation. How it is related? The image which I have given for you is, it is a picture of a globe. And you can see here the representation of landforms and water forms. So, this is the picture of a globe. And you already know what is called geography. Geo means it is world. Globe. Geography means it is the study of world. The poem which we are going to see today is titled as Geography Lesson. And when I gave you these images, you may have many ideas in your mind. It will just buzz into your mind. And you can see like many ideas will pop. Why ma'am is talking about aerial view? The poem which we are going to see is geography lesson. Is there any connection? Yes, there is a connection. Because here the poem begins like this. Before going into the poem, I want you to observe this video. What this video conveys you then? This video gives a picture like a jet is moving. Have you seen a jet moving in the sky from a distance? It will give a mark over there in the sky. It will give a line marking in the sky when the jet travels. This is the way the poem is going to begin. When the jet sprang into the sky, what is the meaning of the word sprang? Sprang means when the jet moved into the sky, you could see what is happening over there. When the jet sprang into the sky, moved into the sky, you could see the picture of a plane moving here, and down to that you could get a aerial view of a city. The jet is sprang into the sky. Sprang means it is flying into the sky, and what is happening? It was clear. You could imagine that you yourself is traveling in the plane or the poet is traveling. You can take it in both the perspective. You should travel in this jet or the poet is traveling. When he is traveling, it was clear why the city, when he is traveling in the jet, when he is flying in the jet, we should not say travel, when he is flying in the jet, he is looking at the buildings down, he is looking at the city, and he is getting a clear idea why the city has been built up in such a way, had developed the way it had. When you travel by car, you can see the buildings to the side of you. When you travel by bus, you can see the buildings to the side of you. The same by two-wheeler also. But when you fly in a plane, when you view it down, it will be something different. The buildings, the aerial view, you will get the aerial view of a thing. Yes, no? That is what is happening here. Now the poet is getting a clear idea why the city had developed the way it had. Why it has developed? Seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile. What is the distance of the jet? The distance of the jet is 6 inches mile from the ground. Okay, 6 miles from the ground. The jet is in the form where it is 6 miles from the ground. There seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. Here, there seemed an inevitability. See the picture of the houses, how it is being dumped. The way it is being dumped, the houses are being dumped over here. There seemed an inevitability. What's the meaning of the word inevitability? Unavoidable. When the human population is getting increased, the number of houses will also increase. Is it right or not? Yes. Because what is the basic need? The basic need is food and shelter. We need place to live. When the human population is getting increased, the number of houses will increase. And you could find that in this picture. It is something haphazard. What is called haphazard, children? Which is not unplanned. And about what on ground had looked haphazard. When we see this dumped houses very close and there is no pavement to walk, it is something haphazard. Haphazard means which is unplanned, unplanned and without style. There is no style in it. There is no design in it. It doesn't look neat from a aerial view. When you are going to fly in a plane or when you are going to fly in a parachute, if you are going to observe from there, all these houses, all these buildings will look haphazard. They don't have any style, they don't have any design. It looks something which is in an unplanned way, which is not in an order way over here. That is the thing the poet is trying to tell. What is the distance? As we have already seen, when the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had, seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile. There seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned and without style, when the jet sprang into the sky. Here you could see when the jet sprang into the sky. First line also begins like this. Again, the last line of the poem, that is the last line of the stanza, also ends like this, when the jet sprang into the sky. You could find a similarity over here. This is the distance when the jet starts flying into the sky. This is the distance. It is 6 miles away from the ground. The poet is getting an idea how the city is looking like, how it become like a developed city. And why it look like that? It is because of the increased number of houses. Increased number of houses, something looks haphazard, something looks unplanned over here. Are you clear with the explanation of first stanza now? What is the meaning of the word inevitability? Mark it in your book. What is the meaning of the word inevitability? Underline the word and write the meaning as inevitable, unavoidable. What is the meaning of the word inevitable? Unavoidable. What is the meaning of the word haphazard? Haphazard means which is not in a planned way. There is no order. Underline the word haphazard and write the meaning as no order, no proper order in it. These are the two words which needs the meaning. Come to the next point, unplanned and without style, when the jet sprang into the sky. When the jet started flying into the sky, when it is 6 miles away from the ground, this is what the poet has observed. Have you got the explanation of first stanza, children? First stanza is clear for you. You have to imagine that you are traveling. Let us go to that slide now. You have to imagine that you are traveling in the plane, you are flying in the plane, or the poet is flying in the plane over here. From there, what he could see and how he is observing things. What is the name of the poet? The name of the poet is Zulfikar Ghus. What is the title of the poem? The title of the poem is Geography Lesson. In the poem Geography Lesson, the poet is trying to give his own understanding of how he has observed things and how he had put ideas in his mind. This is what is being portrayed in first stanza. Shall we move to the other stanzas then?